Hello traders, welcome back to the WillssFX YouTube channel. Today is another weekly breakdown. It is Sunday the 10th of April, and if I look tired it's because I am. This morning, we had the UFC, we had the F1 race, and it was like 4 AM for the UFC, like 6 AM for the F1, so been up a couple of hours now, like 5 hours, and it's only 9:40. So been up quite a while today, but today I'm going to go through the weekly breakdown. The trades I've actually taken from the previous week, the wins, the losses, and all of that good stuff. I'm not going to go over the FTMO stats like I did last week, because I actually already made a video a couple days ago on my FTMO progress for the week. So if you want to watch that, go check on my channel, the FTMO update. But I don't just want to keep every video FTMO. I want to do the normal videos too, because I just want to keep it more exciting than just going through my metrics every single video. But we're going to start here with gold. And the first trade of the week was, actually AU, but we're going to start with gold and go on with that. So if you see here, this is where we actually got into this gold short in this sort of area. But if you've been trading gold the past week or so, you can kind of see what we've been dealing with. We've literally haven't broken out this range until the Friday. Pretty much just stuck in this one area, which has been quite annoying, because if you know my strategy, you'll know that I like to trade these bigger moves, catching like hundreds of pips instead of just like under 100 pips. So has been a bit tricky, but that's why I have been trading AUD USD instead this week. Bit slow on gold, so we did actually get stopped out on this one for, I think it was like 20 pips, something like that. So we're looking for a 1 to 6, and the good thing about risk to reward, and the good thing about actually having this good risk management, it doesn't matter if you lose a trade. I could lose 20 trades in a row. I win 2 or 3 trades, I'm back in profit. That's the way the risk to reward is set up. In my personal trading, I see a lot of traders that they lose a lot of trades, but then their winners aren't big enough to cover those losses. You kind of had to have a really, really high win rate if your risk to reward is low. Luckily mine is the other way around. I have to have a low risk to reward because my win rate is a lot higher, and it kind of does make trading a little bit easier, and that's kind of the way I've set up my strategy. But yeah, annoying thing about this trade was these massive wicks. And if you look, these wicks were like 50 pips almost, and after having such slow movement going into New York session, we did eventually get that drop. Unfortunately, we went in there at the right time, but losses, we can journal them, we can look back and see what we could have done wrong, what we could have done better even, and always improving from the losses and the wins. Even if you win a trade doesn't mean you did everything perfectly. You might have closed early, missed out on a little bit of profit. Let's say you close 10 pips early every time because you think it's going to reverse before your TP. Over 10 trades, you've lost 100 pips. And in my strategy, 100 pips would be 5% profit. So you've missed 5% profit in 10 trades. On 100k FTMO, you've just missed 5 grand because you're impatient and you don't trust your own analysis. So that's kind of the reason why, I have my target there for a reason. My TP's there for a reason, so I'm going to hold to that TP level, because obviously I wouldn't just put a TP in a random place, so you know what I mean. So we're going to move along now, and we're going to go to these gold shorts. And I did actually take these on my FTMO, so you probably would have seen it in the FTMO video. These shorts were the thing is, if you watch the video, try to enter a limit. It entered the limit and a market execution, so I entered twice. My original target was actually this 1919 level. This was actually the push up coming into into New York session. When we actually got to this level in my Telegram group, if I drag it across at 130, I said it would come down to this level, and we're looking to buy from this level. So if we actually go back now, you can see that level exactly is where we spiked up from, and we actually hit our TP, but I'll go on to that one next. But these shorts here entered twice by accident, so I closed out a profit into like 2.5% profit still. But the thing is, it was meant to hold to 1919. However, we did also have the FOMC minutes that evening, so I kind of just wanted to take my profit. A lot of the times before that news happens, you can get a lot of consolidation. Before NFP, like a couple days before, you can see a lot of consolidation actually happen. So I kind of didn't really want to go through that and then maybe get spiked out during the FOMC. You see, if we put our stop loss to break even, let's say, and our TP was down at this level, well, we would have been stopped out at break even, and then price would have actually hit our TP level. So you kind of got to be a bit wary, and I don't think you can close 2 minutes before or after during news events actually on FTMO accounts. I'm not sure, but that's what I've seen. Okay guys, so the camera did actually cut out, so we're going to do this without the camera. I did actually send this before the FOMC actually happened, and I did actually forget it was FOMC, but I got a notification on my phone, and you know, this is why we actually took our profits. You know, I came back into my room, I had an alert at the first TP level, and I was like, okay, usually with these news events you get a massive spike and then you get, you know, a big spike down, and you see here this spike to the upside was like 100 pips, and then we had a 140 pip spike to the downside. But I actually did say to take the profits or take partials, obviously depending on each individual's risk, because some people don't like to take partials, they just like to close the full position, which is what I personally do. And this trade did actually, it says it hit stop loss, but it actually, we go into the 5 in this area and go back, you can see that price did actually tag us in for our entry, came back to test, boom, and we closed out. And you guys can see here exactly where gold came into, you know, this level and this level here, you know, a nice area along here. So that was the gold trades. Next week's going to be very, very interesting, because now we have actually broken, you know, out of this level. You know, these were the highs of the week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these highs here, and now we have breached that. If you trade support and resistance, you probably could have got in here, because, you know, we broke, nice little retest, then made a push to the upside. So that was a nice clean setup there for a lot of support and resistance traders, let's say. And now obviously a key level which we have on gold is 1950, so around this sort of level up here. If we look back across, where the price pretty much reversed from and drop 350 pips, literally just below this 1950 level. These levels where you can see a lot of manipulation, you can see big wicks, you can see price just come short or just go a bit above and then drop, but we do seem quite bullish on gold at the moment. You know, as you can see, we are creating, you know, this bullish trend at the moment. We've broken out the highs, created new highs, so it will be a very, very interesting week, and hopefully a very, very profitable week if we do carry on to get these bigger moves out of the current ranges. But if we go on to AUD USD now, this was actually the biggest trade personally of the week. So if we go all the way back to the Monday, here we go. This was my trade, and proper sniper entries, you know, at this level. We had multiple rejections, and then we dropped down and we came into the London low, and obviously this was now the London low, but at the time that was the low. We also came down to fill this imbalance area from back here, you know, coming across, and this was around 4.5%. So this was the biggest trade on the FTMO this week as well. We did actually make a decent amount of profit. You know, with the FTMO, there's no point really rushing it. As long as you make more than your deposit you actually put down to take the challenge, then overall you are obviously making money that you wouldn't have before, because once you get that refund, anything then is just free profit. There's no risk on your behalf, there's no money at risk for yourself, and that is kind of why FTMO is, you know, the best option to go through if you do not have the funds or you're not really comfortable risking your hard-earned money. But AU, after this, you know, we had the spike up, and then we just fell and just kept falling and kept falling. You know, we had this level which we were holding, broke, and then once again on this pair as well, just crazy consolidation. And if we look back, you can see the FOMC, you know, even on a pair like AUD USD, we did have a almost 70 pip drop after this FOMC, so crazy moves. And then once again, consolidation, and then at the end of the week, obviously more consolidation. These sort of areas, you know, not really best for trading. You kind of want to wait for the breakouts and then get in on the trend. But yeah, it will be an interesting week, especially for gold and AUD USD, because the pairs I mostly spend my time focusing on. But yeah, we're putting the webcam on now so you guys can see me, and we have the mic here, and Yep, camera is charging, so we're gonna hopefully get more uploads this week. We had 5 videos this week actually on the channel, so hopefully, you know, next week is as prolific and we get some good markets so I can do some live trading videos. Markets haven't really been the best, you know, the trades I've been in, I haven't been in them for long, so I wouldn't really make a very good video. You know, it's better when you get the entry on film, you get the trade management on film, you get the closing on film, and that sort of thing. So that's what we're gonna work on for the coming weeks. Some more live trading videos, FTMO and non-FTMO, because obviously people like to see both. But if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.